As you can see, Senor Pepe is doing really good. Yes, I'm very close to the head of the snake, but I'm in no danger as long as, well, that's a lie. I'm in a lot of danger if I don't know what I'm doing. But because I'm hiding behind his heat pits, he does not see me or see me as a threat at the moment, so I'm able to be right behind him, right underneath his head with my hands. Beautiful. And he's opaque because he's going through shed, but man, he has really beautiful charcoal black saddles going down his back, and I really love this snake because even the little raccoon mask that this diamondback has, it's even charcoal black as well. So this is a really cool looking young diamondback. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to my wildlife. I'm here at the Everglades Outpost in my snake room, and as you can see, this mangrove snake is enjoying itself in its new exhibit. We actually put this guy inside this enclosure last night in the last video that you guys saw, and overnight he spent his time going throughout the water because, like I said, this is a nocturnal species that lives in the mangroves. He spent his time going throughout the water, hydrating a lot, and then when I came out this morning, boom, busted out of his old skin. Really good news, because now he's got a new fresh coat of skin. As you can see, he's looking beautiful as ever. And now that he's got that old skin off, he's going to be more willing to eat now, so I can start offering him different foods. And these guys hunt at night, so when night falls, I'm going to go ahead and offer him some food. And in the future, if I get a clip of that on my iPhone, I'll put it in the episode. So this is really good news. You can see there's snake skin everywhere. He utilized all these different parts of the spider wood to rub off that skin. It's literally everywhere. Look at this. Skin is everywhere. Taking out all the little branches. There we go. There we go. And I'll take a little piece of skin. I'm going to throw in the water. Let those fish nibble on it, because I want them to start eating little bits of the waste that the snake will produce over time, whether it's skin or feces or whatnot. I want the shrimp and the fish in here to start nibbling down on that stuff, so it's like a bioactive setup. This is really good news. I love mangrove snakes. I'm glad he's doing well, and I'm glad he busted out that old skin. This is a great sign that he's going to do awesome in this enclosure. So that's perfecto, perfecto. Today, we're going to be taking care of my sweet Sir Pepe, you know, in the Mexican West Coast rattlesnake. What's going on? Sorry, I get off track sometimes. I see the Bell's Face Lace Monitor, Jack. He's getting plump as can be. You can see his belly is huge. These guys are getting an upgrade very, very soon. I'm actually ordering the biggest vision cages they make to put them in for now. And then after they outgrow those vision cages, they're going to be moved into big custom outdoor enclosures. I wanted to skip the middle phase, which was making these custom enclosures for their juvenile size when they're a little bit bigger. But I thought it'd be easier just to buy a really big vision cage, put them in there, lots of space for arboreal creatures such as themselves. And then once they outgrow that, I can take their old cage and use it for another animal. So that works out a lot better. Vision cages last forever, whereas custom cages rot over time. All right, guys, I've got Senor Pepe, or Sir Pepe, in here, my Mexican West Coast rattlesnake. He's a really spicy individual. He's got beautiful colors. I love this snake, and I've actually got a really nice vision cage to stick in. Look at him. He's so beautiful. I love this snake. Okay, so he's chilling out right now. Let me just open the glass for this vision cage over here. All right, sweet. So let me grab my snake hook. I'm gonna pull him out, and we're gonna stick him into his new vision cage. Let's see. Get that hook right under him. Give me a Pepe. There we go. It's a little defensive. He was in a bit of a sleeping state a moment ago. So he's like, what's going on, dude? As you can see, Senor Pepe is doing really good. Yes, I'm very close to the head of the snake, but I'm in no danger as long as, well, that's a lie. I'm in a lot of danger if I don't know what I'm doing. But because I'm hiding behind his heat pits, he does not see me or see me as a threat at the moment, so I'm able to be right behind him, right underneath his head with my hands, and not to get a bite delivered to myself. So as you can see, as long as I'm calm, I'm successful at handling the snake without getting bit. Like I said in the past, my show is not a tutorial how to handle deadly venomous reptiles with your bare hands. This is the style I've been doing since I was a little kid, working with venomous reptiles, whether it's king cobras, rattlesnakes, or what have you. So we're gonna put him right in here. And a nice, calm, smooth approach. He's not rattling too much. Right when I say that, he starts to rattle. Such a cool, oh, don't break your rattle, buddy. See, now he's a little defensive. He's inside his enclosure. So he's got all this space now. There we go. We're going to put a lock on that in a second. got this big 4-foot vision cage. It's pretty deep. We're gonna keep him in here for the next couple years until we upgrade him again to a 6-footer. So he's gonna be nice and happy. And hopefully in the future, we can find a female Mexican West Coast rattlesnake and they can make a little baby snakes, little cute baby rattlesnakes, little buzz butts, nope throats, whatever you want to call them. I love them. And hopefully we'll start breeding them in the future. This species, there's no concern for them out in the wild. They're not threatened in any way, shape, or form, but I love Mexican West Coast rattlesnakes, and as you can see from his coloration, he would have beautiful offspring. So I think it would be pretty neat to breed them in the future and show you the live birth process that rattlesnakes do. Now, speaking of rattlesnakes, like I said, we're going to take care of the eastern diamondbacks, my 2 young ones right here. Let's see. Their glass needs to be clean, there's poop, and they need fresh water, so let's get into it. All right, guys, I'm going to start unlocking the enclosures. I'm going to start taking care of these guys, but I keep getting distracted because of how cute these little baby anacondas are. What are you guys doing? I'm going to open the glass. Watch out. Watch out. What's up, you little anaconda? What are you doing? What are you doing, little anaconda? You need to eat more food. My little green anacondas, they're enjoying themselves. I just gave them some fresh water because they pooped in their water before. I can't wait to set these guys up. This is super simple. This is just a vision cage, but what I'm going to end up doing is an exoterra with a water bottom like the mangrove snake had set up. And then there's also going to be a tank heater to keep the water nice and lukewarm, whereas the water bowl without the heater, it's at room temp, and it's a little too cool for how I want to keep these anacondas. So very soon, these guys are going to get an upgrade, and they're going to get a badass bioactive aquatic setup. This is not right, little guy, huh? Or little girl, because you're a little female, right? Let me give you a kiss. I love you. Go back to doing your things. Oh, and you! I'm sorry! I didn't mean to ignore you. You sweet, sweet thing. You need to put your head inside the enclosure so I can close it. Go back. Whoa. Oh, go back. Go back. Go back. They're so sweet. I've met other green anacondas when they're small. Really nippy. So, we're going to start taking care of the diamondback rattlesnakes. Let me get a container to hold them in. Now we have a free container because Senor Pepe is no longer in here. So let's just get the whole paper towel out. We got a can and put the, oh! As you can see, Pharaoh is very cantankerous as usual. Somebody said I should name him King Tut. And I really like that name, but I already said his name's Pharaoh. Comment below. Dramatic effect. Pharaoh or King Tut? Vote. Vote in the comments below. What do you think? I kind of ended up thinking of Pharaoh, and I just said, yeah, it's going to be Pharaoh. Because, you know, it's my snake. I'll name it what I want. But I think I want to give you guys a chance because you guys are really creative with the names, and I love the King Tut name. All right, so let me get this open. So this guy's a little bit opaque. He looks like he's about to go through shed. Let me get him out of there. Beautiful little diamondback. I've had these guys for about, I don't want to say a bit over a year. Just going to gently pick him up by the tail, support him. Look at that. Beautiful. And he's opaque because he's going through shed, but man, he has really beautiful charcoal black saddles going down his back, and I really love this snake because even the little raccoon mask that this diamondback has, it's even charcoal black as well. So this is a really cool looking young diamondback. Eats like a beast, frozen thawed rats, which is super important for a guy like me because I do not enjoy feeding live. So, you know, it's best to avoid having to feed live rabbits when they become adults. So we're gonna stick them right in there. Beautiful rattlesnake. And you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll put the sibling in there as well. We'll put them both in the can, just so we can clean both cages and utilize our time as best as possible. So, let me see. Gonna unlock this, put the lock back. Let's see, and this girl is definitely going through shed. Her eyes are extremely blue, opaque. Can't even see her. Look, check this out. Get a shot of her face. Look how blue and opaque her eyes are. She's basically blind. There's a little bit of a thin layer of liquid in between the old skin and the new skin, making them temporarily blind. So she will not be as friendly as usual, but we'll go nice and smooth. Smooth that to the side. There we go. Hey, sweetie. She's my biggest of the 3 babies, or she used to be. Yeah, she's still the biggest. Look at her. Oh, look at that big baby. Beautiful snake. Look how big she is. Ever since she was a little neonate, compared to her siblings, she's always been the biggest of them all. And she's always been a sweetheart too, but over the past 6 months, been very busy and haven't spent a lot of time with her, so I don't handle her as much as you see myself do with Pet Day or my other snakes. But she's looking really good, and you can see she's blind right now. She cannot see a single thing. So I'm gonna take this little female, pick her up real gentle. Real gentle. And we're gonna put her right into the can. There we go. Look how much bigger she is compared to her sibling. Look at that. He's catching up, but she's always been a behemoth. Alright guys, so I've got my lid, we're going to secure it, and now I'm going to take out all the glass, we're going to give it a nice clean for all the glass, and we're going to take out all this substrate. This is an old setup that hasn't been changed out yet. It's like eco-earth and sand mixed at the bottom. It seems cool and it makes cleaning easy because if you see the poop, look at this, you see the poop, it comes in one clump, easy to take out, you know. It seems simple, but the big problem with this is when you're feeding rodents or chicks or whatnot to your snakes that are on eco-earth, the snakes will strike out and they'll get eco-earth all over their mouth. The second the saliva hits it, their mouth is full of eco-earth. And I'd like to limit the amount of substrate that these guys consume. So what I'm gonna do is take out all this eco-earth and put cypress mulch in here because I prefer the bigger chunks anyways. So let's get into that, clean some glass, change the water, and just follow my dreams, you know. Cleaning montage! Oh wait, I'll be right back. All right, guys. Everything looks to be nice and clean. We're just going to stick the glass right back in. We're going to get these rattlesnakes some water, and we'll put them right back. I think I need some water. Alright guys, just giving water to all the rattlesnakes. Everyone's got fresh cypress mulch, fresh water. Now we can start putting them all back in their enclosures. I'm sure they're flicking their tongues like crazy, because like I've said in the past, when you change the substrate for snakes, it's like enrichment for them. Even though they're reptiles, it doesn't seem like a lot's going on in that head. When you give them a new environment, when you give them new substrate, it really gets them going. It gets their Jacobson organ working a lot, which is basically those two holes at the roof of the mouth. Those forked tongues shoot out, collect the scent particles, process in those holes, tells the brain food, potential mate, anything like that. So when you give new substrate to these snakes, it's like enrichment. They really do enjoy it. They flick their tongues like crazy, they have a good time, they check everything out. We're good to go. Let's put these little rattlers back so they can go on with their days. Let's see. Hey guys. Alright, so let's take out the male right here. Smaller one of the two. Hey buddy. There we go. Beautiful rattlesnake. They are such solid little units. I love that they're eating frozen thawed, because in the future that means no need for live rabbits or anything like that. Because typically that's what these guys are eating out in the wild. Alright, so let's put the little guy back. There you go. Go ahead. There you go. This is like, whoa. A whole new world to explore. A whole new... See, look at him. He's like, oh my god, so many smells. This is awesome. Perfect. Lock on that. Secure, good to go. Now let me just put the keys up there. We can grab this big female. Here you go. Come on. Oh, a little bit upset. No worries. Look at that. She's so beautiful. Even when she's in shed, she's still a gorgeous looking snake. Look at that. Beast of a little baby. Alright, right into there. You want some water? No? There you go. I rearranged a little bit. I hope you like it. She's gonna need an upgrade soon. She's getting big. Look at that tail. Perfect rattle on that tail. Alright, get your little butt in there. I remember when they all had nearly 1 or 2 beads on their tail, and now they got full little rattles. They're awesome. Alright, cool. So, let me just lock this up. Perfect. Locked, secured. Now, I wanted to wrap the video up after this, but I thought of something in the meantime. I had an idea when I was cleaning the cages and moving around. I want to add more to this mangrove snake setup. Like plants, maybe a couple more animals, frogs, stuff like that. It needs some more substance. It needs a little something in the background. And I thought, so what else would be perfect? I know exactly what. This beautiful centerpiece that was basically the centerpiece for this whole room. This was inside the Waggler's pit viper enclosure. Southeast Asian Buddha, or Indian Buddha, I'm sorry if I mix that up. But, beautiful piece representing Southeast Asia, and Asia in general. I would love to stick this in the background. In memory of the Waggler's pit viper that I love so much, and to keep this statue on display. So, let's see if we can get this to fit. Look out, Mollies! Look out, Mollies! It's not the Armageddon, it's just a remodel. Sorry, mangrove snake. Coming through. Just gotta move the wood around a little bit. Just get it in the perfect spot. Oh, mangrove snake, it's okay. Oh, sorry, mangrove snake. He's like, what's going on? I can see clearly now and everything's crazy. I'm gonna wait for you to move. Come here, buddy. Don't go behind there. I'm working. Let's put the mangrove snake up top. Go up top. No, not in the water. Alright, well, just gotta watch out for his tail. It's looking crazy. We're getting somewhere. Give me a minute. Alright, guys. Looks like I've got a good spot to put the Buddha. Let me just fix everything up. Give me a second. I need to clean up the tank a little bit. I made a little bit of a mess. But it looks like we got something cooking right here. I'm starting to like it a lot. I'm going to put you in a box for right now while we work on everything, okay? Alright guys, we've got a majority of that debris out. The filter should take care of the rest. I like it. I think the Buddha should have been utilized for another terrarium. We shouldn't just leave it out. You know, it's a beautiful piece. I used it for a snake. I really appreciate it. And this is a snake I appreciate as well. So I think it would be a nice little piece for the room. Looking good. Now, we just need the snake. Sorry, little guy. I know, you're like, why is this guy keep harassing me all the time? I just want to be alone. Look at that. I'm so happy that the snake finally shed that skin off. He spent the whole night hydrating. Used that dragon wood to shed the skin off, and now he's perfect. Right? Little snake? Alright, cool. We're going to come right into the enclosure. There you go. Perfecto, perfecto. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe. Most of all, stay gangsta.